Seton came in this morning and said that he watched a documentary, and it has to do with Tom Brady. Tom Brady bought into a soccer team in Birmingham. Is that right, Seton?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Birmingham.
Okay. And the title of the documentary is?
Built in Birmingham, Brady and the Blues.
Okay, so they're known as the Blues.
They're the Blues.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are they good?
They kind of they don't have necessarily like a storied history of being great, but they're kind of a classic team that goes up and down the leagues a lot. So they've been in the Premier League, and then they get relegated to the Championship, and then jump back up, and then sort of go down. They sort of not hybrid, but they bounce between the two leagues a bunch. They had been relegated again down further into the third tier during this part, and then during Tom Brady's tenure thus far.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I've watched Sunderland and Leeds.
It's very similar vibe to that, Wrexham, and really I think probably one of the knocks is that they're just trying to do the same formula but with Tom Brady.
Okay. You weren't gushing about how good it was.
Well, the formula is undefeated, right? You come into a struggling soccer team and you try to rebuild it. That formula will always work, whether it's baseball, basketball, football, it doesn't really matter. But the way that I'm a little surprised at, I didn't have a very good impression of Tom Brady watching him through so far I've only seen 2 episodes, to be fair. Okay. But that's about 2 hours worth of the documentary. And he really has a lot of moments that are like, why is he doing that? You know, like there's this one moment where he brings his like a friend in, I think it was, and they're pulling up to like the training facility, and his friend is like really dogging on the team, like, this is the piece of S team that you bought. This place sucks. Like the stuff. I'm like, why are they airing that on this documentary? There's another part where Tom Brady, like in these, whenever a new owner takes ownership over a team, somebody buys a team, a lot of times they go and meet with the supporter group and like the fan base and like, hey, so this is what we're thinking and this is how we're going to do it. And it's really casual. It's like a nice event that they'll do at like a pub or something like that. And it's just like, hey, look, we're just like you, but I know you're worried about your team because, you know, teams there are focal points of the community, you know? And he, like, right from the beginning, he's pulling up in this gigantic Mercedes wagon, you know, and he's like, how long do I have to do this? And they're like, 15 minutes tops, you'll be in and out, maybe grab a pint with them, but that's about it. And he's already talking about people like them. Like, how long do I have to be with them? And you're like, dude, just... And he gets out like he's just stepped out of, like, an Armani shoot or something because he's got this long trench coat on, these crazy blue glasses, and, like... I don't know. The vibes of it are very strange for me, and I'm not really sure why what he's trying to portray with this.
Okay, but let's look at his character arc here. Let me be fair. How many episodes is it going to be?
I think it's 5.
Okay, so 2 down, 3 to go. And Brady comes off as a Hollywood type, an elitist. I'm Tom Brady. You're not. I don't even know if the people in Birmingham know about Tom Brady or what they know about Tom Brady.
No idea.
They don't know that his football greatness, well, it doesn't translate to anything soccer.
I mean, they might know that, okay, so he was really great, but if somebody came in, like the world's greatest cricket player came in and bought the Patriots, you'd be like, I don't even know anything about this dude. He played cricket. You know, it's a little maybe similar to that. Like, oh, okay, I guess he's obviously very successful because he's really rich, but what does that mean for our team?
Does he know anything about soccer?
No. It actually, right in the very beginning, they're like, all right, so we bought this team, right? And we're going to do it. And he's going up there to like go there to the first thing. And he's sitting in the back and he's like, so is there another team in Birmingham? And the guy sitting with him is like, yeah, Aston Villa. And they're like, oh, are they good? And and they're like, oh, are they in the Premier League? Yeah. And he's like, oh, well, F them. We're going to beat them too. And it's like, dude, how did you buy this team and not even know what the other teams were in the town?
It'd be like if you bought the Mets and Steve Cohen didn't understand that the Yankees were in Major League Baseball in the same town.
So any other baseball teams in New York?
Yeah, the Yankees.
Yeah, dude, the Yankees. What the hell's wrong with you? He just really came across in a weird way, like intensely dismissive while wanting to win. Like, there's this air about it, like, well, like, but I'm Tom Brady, so everything's going to be great because all I do is win. And you're like, yeah, but you don't know what you're doing.
It feels like Brady, because he's Tom Brady, we're going to win.
Yeah.
As opposed to He became Tom Brady because he was the underdog and he worked really, really hard, and maybe not applying what made him Tom Brady to who Tom Brady is right now.
They go in there, right? They bought this thing. Tom's standing there in front of like the team. It's a little awkward because they have no idea who he is. And he's like, hey, guys, I've sat in these chairs too. I've been in a lot of these meetings. But it doesn't matter. I win.
Paint the picture. What's Brady got on?
He's wearing like very tight white jeans.
Okay.
A trench coat that probably costs $10,000. He's like the hair is immaculate, everything. He's tan and like whatever. And he's like, yeah, guys, because all I do is win. That's what I do is I win. And, because this, winning takes dedication. And he's doing all the Tom Brady stuff. And then like the first thing they do is fire everybody. The team was already playing well. They were in like 6th place. They're like moving up and they fire everybody and immediately go to last place and get relegated. You're like, oh my God, dude, what did you just do? It's crazy. It is. It's pretty crazy.
But how does he look?
He looks like the modern Tom Brady.
Okay.
Very much so. His real estate game is off the charts.
Yeah.
So the sets were always really nice.
But why would you, unless somebody it's just like I go back to when Tom Brady did the Tom Brady roast. And then I was like, why would you do this? Maybe they paid you $5 million, $10 million. Like, why would you do that? And then you're surprised that they're taking dead aim at your wife or ex-wife. And it's like, hey, hands off. Like, don't do that. And I'm going, why did you sign up to do this in the first place? Yes,
And they're like, it reminded me a little bit of when his like TV career first started. And it was like, I don't know if he's taking this as seriously as he needs to because I'm Tom Brady. I know football. Of course, this is going to be easy. And TV is different than just getting on there and knowing football. You have to know how to do it on TV, and that's difficult to do. It felt very much a similar vibe to me of like, yeah, but I'm Tom Brady and I win. So like this soccer thing is going to be easy. Don't worry about it. And it's not. It's really not.
But that's why I'm wondering about the career arc or the character's arc with this, because people in Birmingham, they just care about their soccer club. They don't care who's running their soccer club. As long as that person can make the product better. We want to win. I don't care that you won Super Bowls or you look like, $1 million here. We're a working class community here. We're not even the best team in our own town. And you're coming in, and all of a sudden you got all the answers.
And they're very upfront, too, especially Tom's business partner, who's like, look, I'm just going to be real with you guys, okay? We're coming in here, we're pumping in a bunch of money into this thing, making it a winner and selling it for as much money as possible. And you're like, oh my God. That's not what we want to hear. That's not what we want to hear at all. That's what we've had decades of that, It's tough. There has to be something about the story arc of his character that you're talking about because I just don't understand why you would do that.
You don't come across as somebody who cares,
right?
Like cares locally, cares passionately. If you're going to a meet and greet and you say, "How long do I have to be with them?" That's not a good sign. Ted Lasso is going to stay a little bit longer than 15 minutes and have more than one pint. But if you're saying this on camera, that it can't go over well. Yes, Dylan.
I was going to say he's kind of doing like an alternate universe Ted Lasso thing where it sounds like he's just being kind of rude and no one's really listening now.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? That Ted Lasso thing's played out. Nobody likes the nice guy. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to be tough and fire people. And I don't know anything about soccer, but I win. Damn it.
I'm a football guy.
And I win. Look at me. I win.
He's not necessarily being mean or anything like that. It's more just like dismissive.
Out of touch?
Because, yeah, a little out of touch, but more dismissive because, like, I'm Tom Brady. I'm great. Trust me, I got this. And you're like, There's this moment where they have David Beckham coming to a game, and it's the game versus Wrexham, so it's like star-studded and like, battle of the American owners, right? And they do this whole thing, and Tom's like, we need to get Beckham some swag or whatever. And so they call the team office, Birmingham, their merchandise people, and they're like, hey, Tom wants to get David like a jersey or something. And the people say, well, we really shouldn't put Beckham's name on a jersey because it's kind of like a faux pas. Like, he doesn't have anything to do with this team, so you wouldn't put his name on a jersey. That would be seen as bad. Tom's like, that's bleeping stupid. Just get him a hoodie or something. Like, who cares? Like, it's just the right thing to do, whatever. And he was just like really dismissive over well, you kind of like, if you're looking for respect and you're looking for credibility, this isn't something you would do. Because he's David Beckham. He's got nothing to do with our club. That's just stupid. Like, wow, man, that...
I get the jersey part of that,
Yeah.
but get him a hoodie.
Yeah, get him a hoodie, right?
That's all.
Right.
And the TV part of that, you kind of show up, and having worked at ESPN for such a long period of time, the number of former coaches or players who came in and just thought, hey, I played. I coached. I won Super Bowl. And I would let them know, as I let Tony Dungy and Rodney Harrison know, that doesn't matter from the standpoint of learning TV. You know more TV or football than I do, but I know more TV than you. And there's a big difference in that. You have to understand how to do it. That's when, once you do that, then you can apply your knowledge to it. But Tom didn't know how to do TV. He knew how to be Tom Brady and talk football, and people are going to wait for every word you say until they realize maybe it's not as interesting as we thought it was going to be. But this project, I was really surprised. You sign up for this, and then you allow people to kind of... Sometimes the mystery is better. It's like Michael Jordan. Sometimes the mystery is better. Tiger Woods, sometimes the mystery is better. Tom Brady, sometimes the mystery is better. You don't need to know everything, because then you're like, damn.
I mean, he's still great. He clearly wants to win. There's no doubt about that. He clearly wants to win. But there seems to be almost like a lack of respect towards the people who do it.
Yeah.
And you're like, nah, you just do it like this. Just trust me. Because that's what we do. We win. That's why I know in my gut that this is the way it's done. And it's like, but that just got you into last place.
But he also fired Wayne Rooney.
Well, he brought in Wayne Rooney, which was the first problem, and then fired Wayne Rooney, which is this.
He complained about Wayne Rooney's work ethic.
Yeah, that got a lot of rounds on social media.
Yes, it did. Yeah. So you're gonna fire. Is he the most famous English football player?
He's certainly one of the best.
Yeah.
Of all time. And, by the way, he might not have been wrong. He might not have been wrong at all. However, it was just a little awkward to be like, I don't know how I feel about Wayne. Like, okay, hold on.
Yes, Dylan.
I didn't really have anything, Dan. But
you look like you were poised.
It seems like for Tom, like he just walks into these like side quest things, and he's like, "This will be easy compared to what I've done," and then it doesn't actually work out that way.
Yeah, I mean, he's wired to play football, to understand football, and then you go into something else, and it'd be like if I went from doing radio and TV, and then I went into directing a film. I would have no idea what I'm doing. Now, I've been in films. That doesn't mean I know what I'm doing, but it just feels like, hey, I'm a winner over here, and I can do that. You just lead people. That's all. Well, you have to have a leader there. You have to have talent there, but you also have to buy into what the local, I mean, this is what they bleed. They bleed blue. Yes,
I did like this one part, though. Tom was talking, and he was just like, look, it might fail. And, like, that's totally okay. It's totally okay if this doesn't work out. But, like, I tried, and I definitely did my best. I might do the wrong thing, but I'm definitely trying my best. I'm giving this everything I have. I'm trying as hard as I can to build a winner. Even if I get it wrong, I don't feel bad about that.
I'm just surprised at the lack of preparation by him. That when you go to Birmingham, that's where you do a deep dive on the people there. And you know that there's another soccer team in town. Like, you know all of these. You go in with a working knowledge of the working man. Yes.
Right. You can't go in there and, like not know anything about the community, not know anything about, the other teams or really even the history of your team and be like, hey, we all bleed blue, right? We're one family, huh? We're all family, right? It's very like corporate speak. Like, this is what we say when we're the owners now. This is what owners say to get everybody on their side, huh? We all bleed blue, right?
Is there a certain amount of money that you make or a certain amount of fame where maybe you lose touch with reality?
Well, I once read, I forget, I wish I could remember where because I just thought it was so smart, but the person was saying basically, once you hit about $300 million and above, you've lost all contact with reality. Life no longer, you're not living in the real world, you're living in an insanely wealthy world where things, you shape your own world now and create that, and then you live within that bubble. And that reality just does not exist anymore because you just have the resources to get anything you want and shape it any way you want.
And then there was the part of the Scotty Scheffler was talking about how family comes first over golf. And then Tom, I don't know if Tom thought that Scotty Scheffler was talking about Tom, but Tom then said, why does it have to be mutual? Can it be mutually exclusive that you care about your family, but you care about your sport? And I'm thinking Tom is not the right guy to talk about this to Scotty Scheffler. Tony Finau, who has like 5 kids and balances that with being on tour. But, Tom had a son with his girlfriend who was pregnant, and he left her with Giselle and then gave up basically Giselle to continue to play football. She gave him an ultimatum. But I don't think Tom should be talking to Scotty Scheffler about family and, your passion, your sport.
Yeah, trust me, because this is the way it's done, okay? Because I know that.